morning and welcome to the GHS Reporter. Today is Tuesday, January 30th, and I'm Andre Valverde. The European Union released its demands for the United Kingdom if it wants to continue its process of exiting the European Union. According to the BBC, the demands contain orders that the UK continue to follow rules in its transitional period, but it will not be able to make any decisions. Brexit Secretary David Davis says the UK would like to object to any laws made during this time, but he hopes the two sides can reach an agreement before the removal process begins in March. If you're a thinker, you might want to consider what Mr. Bott has to offer.
Hi, I'm Mr. Bott, one of the librarians here at GHS and the guy who sends just as many emails as McManus. Well, maybe not that many. Are you a curious independent learner? Would you like to explore a topic that might not be taught in your high school classes? Maybe you're a writer, budding scientist, or an artist, or someone who just likes to ask questions. Do you have 30 tabs open at any given moment on your computer? If so, our class, Exploring with Mindful Creativity and Curiosity, or E=MC², may be for you. In EMC, we allow you the freedom to choose what you'd like to learn and even create your own site and assignments. In EMC, we stress progress, not grades, and you earn an elective credit in the process. So next time you're perusing that course catalog, consider E=MC² as an option for next year. We'll be holding an information session on Monday, February 12th at 2:30 in the library. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or stop by the library. And be sure to check out our website at bit.ly/EMC2Guilderland.
The Oscar nominations were announced last week, but who cares? The most important list to be on is definitely Ethan Skelly's Top 10. Here's the first installment of Ethan's favorite movies from 2017.
Hello, GHS. 2017 was not that good of a year. It merely expanded on the badness of 2016 instead of leaving it behind. One good thing about this year, though, was the movies. There seemed to be a mix of excellent Hollywood and superb indie movies. Here's my top 10 movies of 2017. At number 10, I have The Big Sick, an extremely charming film about the story of how comedian Kumail Nanjiani and his now wife Emily Gordon got together. Emily falls ill and goes into a coma after a fight they have about Kumail's traditional parents and their view on arranged marriage, and how they want Kumail to follow suit.
Can you imagine a world in which we end up together?
I don't know.
You should call our family.
Thank you, Kamala. We're gonna handle things from here.
I think I'm just gonna wait anyway.
You guys broke up. I'm not sure why you're here.
I'm just gonna stay for a second.
Is this seat?
Okay.
This movie is one of the best rom-coms I have ever seen. It has a certain feeling about it that other rom-coms lack. I will definitely be watching this again in the future. At number 9, I have Get Out, the Jordan Peele horror satire that is one of the most talked about movies of 2017, and for good reason. Out of all the movies on this list, I'd say this is the most important. It follows Chris, who reluctantly meets his girlfriend's parents at their country house. What follows is an excellent and horrifying look at race relations in America, which is a must-see by all. Next, we have The Florida Project, a movie that doesn't really have a plot, but keeps the watcher interested the whole time. The people in this movie seem so real, and Willem Dafoe gives the best performance of his life. It follows the lives of people who live in the shadows of Disney World Orlando in a dingy motel.
Okay, I warned you, one drip and you're out.
Oh, come on!
Out now.
It's gonna melt outside.
It's melting inside, too.
But Bobby...
Out?
Whoa. Let's go, come on.
This movie would be much higher on my list, but I didn't particularly like the ending. At number 7, I have Baby Driver. This year's most fun movie, it's a thrill ride from start to finish. It's about Baby, played by Ansel Elgort, who drives cars for heists. Its movement is timed to an excellent soundtrack, and this movie is a wonderful addition to Edgar Wright's catalog. For number 6, I have I, Tonya, the Goodfellas of competitive skating movies, in both quality and story. This comedy is about Olympian Tonya Harding, who is most famous for what this movie calls The Incident, which involved Nancy Kerrigan and a bruised foot.
Everyone has their own truth.
This movie is very creative, having Margot Robbie, who plays Harding, break the fourth wall, as well as mockumentary segments cut in with this story.
I mean, come on! What kind of friggin' person bashes in their friend's knee? Who would do that to a friend?
This movie isn't complicated or about a hard-pressing issue, but it sure is fun. That's all for now, but next time we'll have the top 5. See you then.
There is a mandatory student government meeting today in the library to discuss upcoming events and plans. All homeroom reps must attend. That's all for the GHS Reporter today. Remember to find today's announcements online and on Twitter at GHS Announcement. I'm Andre Valverde. Today is a B-Day. Have a great day.